Welcome to the first episode of the 9th year of PTV. I'm Jalen Miller.
And I'm Luke Hoover. Every school year seems to bring new changes, but luckily so far we aren't facing as many changes as we did last year.
That's true, but there are a few new additions to our faculty. Maverick gives us a glimpse of them in our first story.
Taking over Mrs. Dinkle's recreational sports class is the new teacher, Mr. Gehring.
This is actually my first year teaching. I just graduated this last spring, and this is my first job. I decided Phillipsburg was a good place for me because one, I'm from Plainville, so it's only 30 miles away. I've always liked Phillipsburg, playing them in sports and stuff like that. And also my brother is the middle school PE teacher, so just staying close to family was big for me.
Mr. Gehring has so far enjoyed his new position.
So far it's been awesome. I have one class in the high school. It's a little one. I've only got 6 kids, but we're going to have a lot of fun this semester, so I'm looking forward for that. And then I'm also the elementary PE teacher.
Another new face at PHS is Ag teacher Allison Dix.
I've been teaching this will be my second year. Last year I was teaching out in Bird City, Kansas.
Miss Dix has enjoyed time with her new students.
It's been really good. I've really enjoyed getting to know the kids. All my classes are super fun, so I'm excited to see how the rest of the year goes.
In addition to teaching Ag classes, Miss Dix is also the FFA advisor.
I'm excited to do FFA stuff. So last year with COVID, we didn't get to travel very much. I'm excited to do a lot of contests with my kids, and I'm excited to go to Denver with my kids.
Also joining the PHS facility is math teacher Kayleen Kuhlman.
It's been nice. I actually moved back to be around my family, so I'm being back around them, and I've enjoyed having a different schedule. I've been used to being out later, and so being at 3:04 is nice. I'm most excited to get a new curriculum and learn figuring out how to do that. I've not taught business math before, so I'm excited to do that.
For PTV, this is Maverick Hedrick.
I sure hope our new teachers are liking it here at PHS. PTV has something new to share as well.
As we reported last school year, PTV and the PHS journalism classes are taking over operations of myphillipscountyonline.com. That means that businesses that advertise on that site also have the opportunity to have their ads played on our shows.
We want to thank our sponsors for their support, which helps us fund our streaming of games and equipment upgrades and replacements.
So let's take a quick break for our first sponsor, First National Bank and Trust.
In our area, ranching and farming are more than just jobs. They represent family traditions and a way of life. They are an essential part of our community. At First National Bank and Trust, community is what matters most. From agriculture to education, we support those who make our community one to be proud of and a place to call home. First National Bank and Trust, where community matters most.
We're here for you. Another change we're getting used to is the different bell schedule.
That's largely due to the addition of community time that has been added to our schedule 3 days a week. Connor Breyer and Andrew LaRue explain more in this next segment.
You know how to get here, right, to see your grades?
Yep. To build relationships and develop new social skills, a change has been added to the schedule.
Community hour kind of came in to play here a few years ago. We started what's called a school improvement process. Community hours kind of put in so that we can get social emotional learning put in along with IPS.
This opportunity gives students a place to share their thoughts.
This community time will also just let students know that, hey, there's somebody you can talk to in this building, there's someone who can relate to you, and just make their high school experience maybe feel more comfortable for some students.
I want them to feel like it's kind of a small family within the school, somewhere they can feel safe to come and share maybe some struggles, maybe some successes, maybe bounce some ideas off some people within the community.
Students are adjusting to the new schedule and look forward to what it may bring.
I'm most excited about learning more about these skills and also just meeting all the different people in the community hour and getting to know them a little better, because I already know some of the students in there, but I don't know all of them. And just all the different aspects of it could be kind of fun.
For PTV, this is Andrew LaRue.
Man, our yard's looking pretty bad. Someone should mow it.
Yeah, someone really should mow it.
No, someone should mow it.
You know normal people just ask, right? I should probably mow. Go for 3 years and this is what I get? Wait, what's that? Man, that was a good nap. I should probably get going home now. I went to go mow my yard, but I didn't realize how bad it was. I tried to get to my fence post, but I got lost in the grass. It was like a jungle out there. I was trying to get out, but I kept running into more and more grass. So I took a nap, and when I woke up, I walked out no problem, but I guess it was a long nap.
Well, I hadn't seen him in a while, so I thought he was just out walking around again. He usually does it from time to time. I only realized he was missing when the fridge was still full after 3 days of not buying groceries. It was awfully quiet, something I hadn't heard in years. It was quite nice. You should get lost more often.
Wow, I didn't expect a Phillipsburg man to do anything crazy.
Wait, Luke, I'm getting a message. We need to interrupt our regular schedule here because we have some breaking news. Let's send it out to our field reporter, Aaron Johnson.
Reporter Aaron Johnson coming to you live from the gym in front of the girls' locker room where our very own principal is locking all the girls out during all hours that aren't weights or PE. Tell me what you have to say for yourself, Mr. Bowman.
No comment.
Well, I actually do need a comment for my story, so.
No comment. I have work to do.
Oh, okay, well, I tried. You heard it here. No comment. Back to you.
Thanks, Aaron. Locking the locker rooms. Isn't that irony?
You're getting too deep for me, Luke. Let's take a break for our next sponsor, Rogers & Associates.
We all make bad choices. Your insurance carrier doesn't have to be one of them. Make a choice you won't regret. The foremost choice.
As the new school year begins, many clubs and organizations attend conferences to help get the school year started well.
Earlier this week, FCCLA leaders from PHS went to Manhattan to do just that. Sophie M. explains.
Why is Miss Kansas rocking the drums? She's getting FCCLA students pumped up at this year's Take Aim conference.
Take AIM is the Active and Involved Members Conference. So it's a lot of involved members of FCCLA getting together and celebrating FCCLA and doing a lot of FCCLA related activities.
The conference gives FCCLA leaders an idea on how to make their chapters become more involved.
I'm really excited about giving a try some of the activities that we saw and also the encouragement of getting students to participate more fully in STAR events this year. It's a type of competition that could earn students a trip this year to San Diego, California.
Getting prepared for the new school year wasn't the only thing students gained from this experience.
My favorite part of Take AIM is the bonding that we get to do as a school. We have a lot of time to be together and have a lot of fun.
My favorite part of Take AIM was probably Miss Kansas. I thought she had some very interesting information to share.
For PTV, this is Sophie M.
Okay, this is 57 slide. You pass it up, you set it up, I'm coming for the slide. Yeah. Ready? Team! One, two, three, team!
I can't put my hands together. Can't see the ball.
Now that might actually be fun
Luke,
too.
I'm getting another alert that we have more breaking news. Let's go back to Aaron Johnson for more.
News reporter Aaron Johnson coming to you live from the college algebra room, here with one of our juniors taking their first college class. Taryn, can you tell me how you feel about this?
I have no clue what I'm doing.
I'm sorry to hear that. Can you elaborate? Okay. Breaking news. College classes are hard. Back to you at the studio.
Thanks for that report, Aaron. Who knew college courses might actually be challenging?
You know what else might be challenging?
What's that?
Running your own business, and that's exactly what one PHS student is doing. Take a look. PHS student Austin Durking has found a way to use her love of horses to also build a business.
My business is called Cacti Equine Sports Massage Therapy, and I do equine massage therapy on equine. I was just blown away by the fact that I could use my hands and a technique to help heal and improve the performance of an animal.
Equine therapy requires extensive training and knowledge.
The machine I use is called PEMF therapy and is MagnaWave. It stands for Pulse Electrode Magnetic Field, which basically is a TENS unit for animals. I can use it also on people, but I wanted to tag team this with the technique I learned in South Dakota because it's more on the muscular side of this, and the PEMF therapy is more on the cellular level, and it increases blood flow, oxygen levels, and just the overall performance on a cellular level and promotes cellular healing. The muscular technique that I use is a deep tissue massage, point and trigger release therapy, and it combines deep tissue massage and rebalancing, which it rebalances the body from left to right, front to back, and inside and out. And structural integration is a form of a study of a therapy of bodywork that focuses on the cross-fibering of the fibers in the muscles and with the fascia, the inner layer of skin.
For PTV, this is Jalen Miller.
So I was bored, so I saw a golf cart and I figured, oh, how harmless would it be just taking on a little spin, you know? And then some guy come up hollering at me saying, get off my cart and put the weapon down. What a maniac. Then the cops pulled me over. Great, fun day.
Ah, such a glorious day. Wait a minute. He stole that golf cart. Hey, stop right there. Put your weapon down.
There's something I can help you with, Phillip?
You're under arrest. Let's go. That's another crime solved. So I was on my break here at the park, just sitting on my bench, and then I saw this guy steal a golf cart. Well, if I don't catch him, I'll get fired. So I thought I'd chase him. Well, he was an expert. He must have been in NASCAR because he was riding around that thing fast. But then when I finally caught up to him, I took him straight to jail. Another day, another dollar, and don't steal golf carts, kids.
Now it's time for our PTV Sports Update with Jeremy and Joel Ford.
Hey Panther fans, welcome to the PTV Sports Update. I'm Joel Ford.
And I'm Jeremy Ford.
It's the first Friday in September. You know what that means, don't you, Joel?
Oh yes, it's time to kick off the football season. Our first game is tonight against Plainville in Plainville. Luke Hoover brings you this preview of what to expect from this year's team.
The Panther football team is ready to kick off a new season.
This year's team is going to have some guys with experience, and you got some guys who are moving into positions that possibly haven't played there before, even though they've been on the field. We've got a great set of guys playing football out here. We've got a good set of senior leaders and a lot of younger guys that are looking to come up and play and hopefully give us the best season we got.
The Panthers are ready to tackle a challenging season this year.
We've got a tough schedule. Okay, whether it's a team we beat last year, a team we maybe haven't had some success against the last couple seasons, our district, of course our league, it's incredibly tough, so you got to be ready to play night in, night out.
Due to the heat recently, the Panthers had to make a few changes to practice.
It's been kind of hot. It's of course affected practices. We've only been able to come out for about an hour at a time, so it is what it is. We're getting through it.
Whether that's coming out and after we do a lot of board work and having a shortened practice, coming out with modified pads, just shoulder pads, sometimes no pads, just kind of depends on the day.
The team overall is optimistic about the new season.
I'm looking forward to playing at the home games with the band and the cheerleaders and the fans, hopefully getting a lot of noise and background and just a lot of energy in our stadium this year.
Personally, a few games I'm looking forward to would be Hoisington, of course, homecoming, but then our big rival, Smith Center in Norton.
For PTV, this is Luke Hoover.
Our cross-country team is just getting started on their season as well. Austin Durkin gives us this report on what is shaping up for our PHS runners.
With 6 boys and 3 girls out for cross country this year, head coach David King looks forward to accomplishing big goals this season.
Every season we have one goal that stays the same, and that's just for each and every one of our runners to improve throughout the season and get better from where they started at. Today at our scrimmage run, this is kind of our starting point for the season, and now we just try to improve those times as we go, each meet and each week. That's one of our goals. And then I think for this team, our boys have enough out that we're going to be competing as a team with our boys team. So I know they have goals to place at every meet. And then we also have I think we have the ability here at the end of the season to, as a team, make a run at some placing at league and regional, and even possibly with a couple of our runners making it through from league medal, regional medal, state medal.
Being on the cross country team isn't just about running.
I like just being outdoors and just being active, and this is a way that I can do that.
I've always thought that running sort of lets me be free. When I run, I feel like there's no issues.
1, 2, 3, family!
For PTV, this is Austin Durking.
Our tennis team has already competed in several matches, but earlier this week the varsity team played at home. Here's a look at how that went.
The PHS tennis team won its 2nd tournament in a row as they finished first at their home tournament.
We opened our home varsity season, and our team ended up taking first. Overall, we had 3 seconds and a third, no championships, but we had a very well-rounded team, which gave us the team title. And I thought our girls played well and fought hard through the heat, and we had a really good day.
Number 1 singles player, McKenna Russum, went 2-1 on the day, ultimately finishing 2nd.
Today's matches were a pool play, so there were a total of 6 teams here, and we ended up playing 3 matches. And I played Osborne, Tribune, and then I merged for the pools to play for 1st and 2nd against Colby.
The number 1 doubles pairing of Jocelyn Billings and Lizzie Sauer finished 3-1, which placed them 2nd.
So I think today's matches went really well. Jocelyn and I were partners for the first time this season. And first we played Colby, and Colby we went 8-1. Then we played Victoria and we won 8-2. And then finally we played Tribune. That one kind of got us a little bit. We finished out 4-8, I believe, but they were a really fun team to play.
Number 2 singles player Olivia Soliday placed 3rd, and number 2 doubles players Jaden Bellis and Bella Kazee placed 2nd. Coach Jarvis and her players continue to have high expectations for the team.
This year I hope that we are pretty steady. We lost all of our number one players from last year, so we're trying to see who's going to fit in there the best. But we have doubles combinations to look at, and we're pretty solid in singles.
We're getting our placement of our shots better than what we did last year, and we're up on our toes more than we were last year.
For PTV, this is Allie Van Kooten.
Hey Jeremy, you know what the volleyball player said when the PTV sports anchor, that is not me, asked her out?
What?
She said no.
Very funny. You know what she said when you asked her out? What? A, B, see ya!
Okay, I deserved that. Joking aside, our volleyball team is off to a good start. They started their season at home earlier this week. Here's a recap.
Under new head coach Jillian Wickham, the Lady Panthers are ready to serve up a season of success. Phillipsburg's first opponent was Ellis, and the Lady Panthers stayed in control of the game with a play like this kill by Taryn Sides. Outside hitter Emma Honeycutt scores early in the second set with this kill. Panthers win the first set 25-14. And Heather Scamper smashes this kill from the middle, and the Panthers win the second set 25-14. Next up for the Lady Panthers was Stockton. The Lady Panthers continue to stay strong, winning both sets. Lady Panthers are pleased with their outcome of their first competition.
Tonight's game went very well. We were scrappy on defense and we had a quick offense and we came out swinging.
I think the girls represented pretty well tonight. They started out, a little slow, but the energy, the crowd, everyone helped us gain a little momentum, and I think we finished the night strong.
Lady Panthers are looking for a strong season.
I'm looking forward to Team P, Smith Center, and Norton. I think they're going to give us good competition, and hopefully we can kick their butts.
My goals for this season are win MCL and make it to state.
For PTV, this is Jacques and Pat.
Not only are our high school sports getting started, but there's a new youth sport getting started in Phillipsburg too.
That's right. Take a look.
Phillipsburg youth are ready to hike into a new fall sport.
Well, tonight was our second night of practice for the Phillipsburg youth flag football season. A few of us in the community were looking for a way to get the youth involved in the fall. A lot of the other surrounding towns offer flag football, and so we thought it might be neat to get that going in our town.
High school football players help lead with and teach fundamentals.
The purpose is just to get them to figure out if they want to do this later on in their life, like an actual sport, and just so they know the basics and so they have enjoyment.
Most importantly, participants of all ages are having fun.
My favorite part would be just to give the kids the experience to this at such a young age and have fun with their friends.
I think it's just a good way for the kids to get their hands on a football and to start that hopeful love for the game. And I would look forward to the high school football games. I think there'll probably be some flag football action behind the bleachers this year.
For PTV, this is Joel Ford.
That's all the time we have for our sports update today.
And good luck to all Panther athletes.
I'm Jeremy Ford.
And I'm Joel Ford.
Go Panthers.
You little punk, get off my property before I call the cops. Oh, that looked like it kind of hurt. I forgot to bring those in yesterday. I hope he's all right. I've heard ruckus outside my house for some time, but I always just thought it was those raccoons in my trash cans. Those cute little fellas. So when I come outside to check, this punk was dribbling a basketball on my property. So I told him that I was gonna have to call the cops. Of course I wasn't, because they would recognize me as Tim Tom, the man that stole a museum artifact and then put it back. Ha, good times. Hey, wait, cut that part.
Firebolt Ag, located in Phillipsburg and in Norton, is a full-service fertilizer and chemical company that is here to help you increase your yields and profits. Count on Firebolt Ag to provide you professional and friendly service. We also provide cash marketing with our ag consultant and have options for crop insurance as well. Firebolt Ag, farmers helping farmers succeed.
It's fun to see all the fall sports getting underway. You know what the biggest difference between volleyball and tennis is?
One's played inside?
Well, okay, that too. But I was thinking more about how the players and coaches interact during competition. Volleyball is more cheering and chanting, while tennis is more calm. So we thought it might be interesting to see what if tennis was as loud as other sports. Take a look.
What the heck are you doing? Watch the ball. You've got to move your feet. Come on.
That wraps up this episode of PTV. I'm Jalen Miller.
And I'm Luke Hoover. Stay classy, Phillipsburg High.